So today I'm giving you guys a step-by-step course on dropshipping, and we're going to go over everything that you guys need to do in order to set up a profitable dropshipping brand. And this step-by-step tutorial is going to be taking you from finding a product all the way to running the ad and fulfilling orders. And before I get into this, I want to let you guys know that I'm starting my own e-commerce agency, and right now I'm only creating e-commerce stores, so they're going to be very high converting and have a very nice brand feel to them, specifically around one product stores, which is really the only way that you guys can create a very nice brand in 2021 and on. So if you guys want to have a store built for you, make sure you guys message me down in the description below. I'll leave my Facebook link. So first off, before we even get into the step-by-step process, we need to go over the 6 main steps that you guys need to understand to get into dropshipping. And the number one thing, step number one, is finding a product that is in demand. A lot of people, when they get into dropshipping, they think they can sell absolutely anything, ranging from bracelets, jewelry, headphones, and these products alone, they'll just choose products that are very competitive, and they just don't have the budget for that. So a lot of you guys probably don't have that big of a budget getting into this, so you don't want to go for those types of products that are super saturated, that have all these sellers that have insane budgets. And I'm sure some of you guys have experienced that before, where you sell a product that looks like it's winning, but you just get kicked out of the market because everyone's spending more than you. So step number 2 is understanding the difference between a winning and low-key product. And on my channel, I don't really talk about winning products that much because there's really no such thing, especially if you get the marketing right and have an amazing ad. But of course, there's going to be products out there that are going to be selling way better than other ones. And later on in the video, we're going to get into the 3 main factors that you guys want to look out for when finding a product. And then we're also going to be talking about low-key products. There's not that many sellers for it. There isn't really a pioneer for that product, and you can actually go out of your way to test these types of products that, you know, maybe have very good content online that nobody else is using on AliExpress or Alibaba, and do extremely well with it as compared to just finding a winning product that everyone else is trying to sell. And then step number 3 is creating a website around a product, specifically a one product store, which is something that is very good because it's going to be brandable and be having a much higher conversion rate with these types of stores as compared to general stores. And then step number 4 is creating the ads for your product. And there's just a handful of ways that you guys can go about this, especially if you don't have a budget. What I highly recommend that you guys do for this is just have the product sent over to you, or you can send it to somebody to do ads for you. And I'll show you exactly how you guys can do this later on in the video. And then step number 5 is running the actual ads. I'll be showing you guys exactly the strategy. And then step number 5 is running the ads. I'll be showing you the exact strategy that I use and why some methods may be more effective over others. Finally, step number 6 is fulfillment. There's really a variety of ways that you guys can do fulfillment, and most of the time I recommend staying away from AliExpress because they simply just have very long shipping times and there's really no quality control. But the cool thing about dropshipping is that you don't need to hold inventory, so you only order a product when a customer orders from your store. So without any further ado, we're going to get straight into the step-by-step tutorials on how exactly to do all these things. Alright, so for step number 1, this is the first tool that you guys need, and it's the My Ad Finder Chrome extension. It is completely free, and we're going to be going over different product research methods that you guys can use that are free and paid. But really, for product research, you don't need to pay for anything, and it's pretty easy to find winning products. So what this tool basically do is show you only ads in your Facebook feed. What you guys need to do is, as you're scrolling, you'll be able to see different dropshipping ads on here, and once you find some cool products on here, all you have to do is go ahead and like their videos. And if you do that, you're actually telling Facebook that you want to see more videos that are similar to this. So they're going to be showing you similar ads and other dropshipping videos similar to this one, so you can go ahead and like this. Another thing that you guys can do as well is actually go onto their website. You can go on their website, add to cart, and by doing this, like I said, you're just telling Facebook you want to see websites, products, and ads that are similar to this one on your Facebook feed. So then you'll get a better understanding of exactly what's selling on Facebook at the moment. Now obviously this product is a winning product currently and is selling very, very well, and it has thousands of orders on AliExpress. And the cool thing about this tool is that you can actually save the videos that you find on here, and you can actually go on the Facebook ad library to see all the different ads that they're actually running. And you can see that this page was created July 13th of this year. And then once you save the actual video, you can actually go back to the Chrome extension, and then you can see all your different collected ads. That way you can reference them in the future. So the main thing that we are looking for on Facebook when we're trying to do product research is videos that have tons and tons of engagement. As you're scrolling on here, you're gonna be able to see videos and different ads that have a lot of comments and shares, and that's going to be a very good sign to show that, hey, you know, this product has some attention on it and it's selling very, very well. It could be a potential product that we can sell. So like this one, for example, has 626 comments, 820 shares, and then what we can do is go ahead and see when they started running this ad. As you can see here, this brand's been around since 2009 actually, but they haven't been running these ads until July for this specific product. So this could be a potential product. We would have to do a little bit more research on it. And one main problem that I do see with the Facebook ads library is that you can't actually access these ads and see how much engagement each one of them has. So I'm going to give you guys a solution to this. So this leads us to our next tool, which is Big Spy, which is completely free as well. They just give you a limited amount of searches each day. But with this tool, we're going to be able to find and search up different products and brands and your competitors on here to see exactly what ads they're running, see how much engagement they have, and it'll just help you do some proper product research. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that brand that we were just looking at, and you can see their ads show up right away. And this tool is also cool because let's say you wanted to look up you know, how many different sellers there are for a Galaxy projector. So I'm going to search that right now, and then you can also sort by the most likes, which is going to show you which ads have the most engagement on them. And then you can sort of gauge exactly what type of competitors are out there for your product. So obviously a product like this, honestly, the Galaxy projector isn't something that I would jump onto at the moment as a beginner, mainly because there's hundreds to even thousands of sellers out there that are blowing up the market and have a ton of budget to start out with, and it's going to be really hard to stand out amongst a sea of different sellers. But for today's winning product, we're going to be using this as an example to set up our stores and ads. So once you find a product like this that you'd want to sell, figure out exactly if this is a good product is to go on AliExpress and then search up Galaxy projector, and then you need to sort by orders. And then when we search it, you guys can see that it has a ton of orders on here, and there's multiple listings that have over 1,000 orders for them. And generally when you're looking for a winning product or a product that you could potentially sell, you want to find listings that maybe have at most 500 to 1,000 orders. You don't want to have a whole bunch of listings on here that have thousands upon thousands of orders. That is a sign that the product is competitive, and it might not be something that is a good idea to sell, especially if you see a ton of different sellers and ads on Facebook already. And another thing that you guys can do to see if a product has rising demand for it, go on Google Trends, and you can see for the past 12 months it's sort of had a little dip right here. Obviously towards this time near December, Christmas time, it's going to have a high rise like this. We can also look within the past 5 years. It's on a steady incline and it's above where it was a couple years ago. But what you're really looking for is a steady rise over time, and that'll just tell you that the product is in rising demand and it has a potential to sell year round, which is a good thing because we want to build long-term brands, not short-term brands that are selling a product for a couple months or so and then it just dies off. So as I was scrolling on Facebook, I found this ad, and I talked about it in my previous video, fantasy fixture with this the shower head, this LED shower head, and you can see that their ad has 1.8 thousand comments and 2.5 thousand shares, which is something that you guys want to look for when you're doing product research on Facebook, especially if they got this amount of engagement within a short amount of time. So this is definitely a video that you want to engage on. And so this very last tool that you guys can use for product research is called NicheScraper, and this tool is actually paid $40 a month, but there are coupon codes out there where you can just get it for $10 to $12 a month, but it's completely worth it. And this is going to be a very good product research tool in order to find products that are not only winning products but also products that are low key and there aren't that many sellers trying to sell it. So you can see here they actually list AliExpress products that are on the rise and starting to see a lot of orders. And then also you can look up different Shopify products, like if you wanted to look up a Galaxy projector, they're going to show you stores out here that are ranking the best, so you can sort by store popularity, but they'll show you all these different stores that are selling this product. So obviously if we're looking on here for our product, you can see all these hundreds of stores trying to sell the same exact thing. That might be a bad sign that this product is super competitive and saturated, so it might not be something that you guys would want to jump into. And also they give you hand-picked products of potential products that you guys could sell, and what I usually like doing is sorting by the oldest and then also the engagement score. And then lastly, they have a store analysis tool, which is my favorite one on here, mainly because it'll tell you the estimated revenue of a store, and then you can see all the different Alexa rankings, the estimated monthly traffic. Now obviously this is in complete completely accurate. It's not 100% accurate, but it's pretty darn close. And then one last tool that you guys need as well for product research is the Alexa traffic ranking app. So let's say you didn't want to get that NicheScraper app. All you guys got to do is download this Chrome extension. It's completely free, and it'll show you the Alexa rank. So the lower this number is, that means the website is getting a lot of traffic. So, and the higher this Alexa ranking is, that means it's lower. And usually when you find websites that are sub 100,000, that is a good sign that their products are selling very, very well. So another very good way to find winning products is by going on TikTok. And this is actually very underrated. I don't think enough people are doing this, but all you guys got to do is go up to here, put a slash like that, put tags, and then TikTok made me buy it. And you can see all the different videos here. These videos have millions of views. And this is actually going to show you products that are selling very, very well. Like this product right here was actually a winner like a year ago, and it sold very well. And then also, and you can scroll through here to see all these different products. And this hashtag is just going to be showing you people that are uploading videos for products that have a lot of engagement or have a lot of wow factor. Product video specifically, you can see that it has 4.2 million reacts, and that is very, very good. And you can see it's some sort of charging dock for your devices. And you guys can actually do this on your phone as well. You'll get a lot more data with this. It'll tell you exactly how many views it has. But all you guys got to do is just put in different hashtags and stuff. Like instead of TikTok made me buy it, you can also put in Amazon best finds, and it'll show you a bunch of trendy or good products that you could potentially sell. And you basically just do the same thing that you would do on Facebook to see what types of products are selling out there. You just go ahead and go on AliExpress, go on Google Trends, and then see what types of products are selling. So one store that I did find was this Galaxy Projector store. They're running ads on this platform, and you can see they have 98,000 followers, and their videos get a decent amount of views. Like this one has 2.4 million, 2.5 million. Another store that I found on here as well is Shower Case, and they have 400,000 followers, which is pretty insane for this product, and they have 16 million likes. And when you go on their actual store here, and when you actually enter their store on NicheScraper, they're making at least 5 figures every month. These stores specifically I found just by scrolling on TikTok. So obviously you want to engage with these ads and videos, so like, share them, whatever you have to do, and then TikTok's algorithm will actually show you videos that are similar to it, just like Facebook. So for the next thing, we're going to be talking about Facebook ads, and really there's a wide variety of things that you guys can do when it comes to advertising your product, whether you can sell on Facebook or on TikTok. But firstly, we're going to be talking about Facebook. The first 2 things that you guys absolutely need to do is to verify your domain and to set up aggregated events, which are actually pretty easy to do in the Facebook Ads Manager. Now, I do have a step-by-step video that you guys can watch, and it's about 20 to 30 minutes long of exactly what you guys need to do when you set up your campaigns. And I go into my Ads Manager and show you everything. And I didn't really want to jam-pack that all in this video, so I'm going to go over the cliff notes of it, of what you guys need to do and the basics. You can check it out right above here. The first thing that you guys need to do when you create a campaign, you can either go ad set budget optimization or campaign budget optimization. Now, me personally, I've actually tested both of these, and I do way better with CBOs because you're giving Facebook your budget, and then from there they figure out what's best to do with it. So in the end, you will get better results. And what I usually like doing is I'll set up a campaign of $100, and then I'll have 5 different ad sets within that campaign, and in each one of those ad sets I'll have different interests that are related to my product. So for example, we can have this bracelet right here. As far as interest, I'll target things maybe like jewelry, maybe men's accessories, women accessories, and depending on your product, you guys want to leave the gender and age ranges completely untouched. And usually what I'll do is I'll have 4 ad sets related to the interest of the product, and for the last ad set I'll go broad as like a control ad set. So I'll only have the top 4 countries or top 5 countries that I'm targeting, which is the USA, Canada, United Kingdom, New Zealand, and Australia. Now, those are the only countries that I target now because those get the highest conversions for me. You guys obviously need to test worldwide and maybe e-packet countries, especially when you get into the scaling phase, because that's going to get you cheaper clicks and cheaper CPMs, which is absolutely something that you guys need on Facebook nowadays because of how expensive they've gotten. But for me, the top 5 works the best. And then within each one of those ad sets, I'll have anywhere from 2 to 3 different creatives. And the main reason why you want to test different creatives is because every audience is going to react different with your ads, and you want to test and see which creative performs the best. And the only thing that you really need to change for these creatives is the first 3 seconds or the scroll stopper, and that's what's going to be getting people's attention when they're scrolling on Facebook. So after I get all of that set up, what you guys want to do is take the campaign. You guys don't need to have a $100 a day budget. I would set it to at least $50 a day, because Facebook will not perform well if you guys don't give it enough money to test properly. So once that campaign is set up, you want to set it for 12 a.m. the next day. That way Facebook gets a equal amount of spend. Don't need to touch it at all for 3 to 4 days. So after these 3 to 4 days and you come back, you're going to be able to see which interests and ad sets had purchases, which ones had add to carts. And my general gist is, if you get a lot of add to carts or cheap add to carts, especially around $5 or below, and you get 1 to 2 purchases within the first couple days, then it is a potential winner. If you don't get any sales within those first couple days, especially if you tested multiple creatives and interests, then I'll just get rid of the product. Don't spend any more money on it. You're just going to be wasting your time, and just jump on to the next product. But if you do see results, you guys need to let it run for another 3 to 7 days before you decide whether to scale. Generally, what I like seeing by the end of the week is that an ad set has at least 5 or more purchases. And in that case, what you guys need to do is take that ad set. You can either duplicate it or increase the budget within the same campaign. Me personally, that's what I do. Anytime that I try to duplicate a winning ad set, it would just kill the optimization. But the overall thing that I want to tell you guys is that when you're running Facebook ads, the best thing that you guys can do is give it enough time to optimize. The Facebook pixel needs time to gather data, and with you spending money and then waiting a couple days, ideally, a week to a week and a half, it's going to have enough data to where be able to go out and find more customers for your product, and it's going to be more funnelized, as I like to say. So the more data that you give Facebook, the better their targeting is going to be, and your conversion rate is going to go up. Then you're going to be able to start scaling in the next week or so. And as far as the scaling phase, it is pretty easy. All you guys got to do is increase the budget 20 to 30%. And if you see a decrease in your profitability, to decrease it in that same order over the next couple days. But the main thing that you guys are looking for whenever you're testing products is that when you get purchases, it needs to be above your break-even ROAS or at your break-even ROAS, so you know that the product is profitable and that it's a potential winner. So all break-even ROAS is your product price over the product price minus the cost of goods. And if you're able to reach that within the first couple of days, that is a very good sign, and that's why you'd want to continually run the product for the next couple of days so that Facebook can gather more data. You can pass over from that break-even phase over to the profitable phase. And then once you run your ads for around 3 weeks or so, you're going to be able to scale to the moon and just completely go broad. And this is going to be the best moment for your Facebook ads, because they have enough data to where they can just test anybody and anything. Doesn't matter what interest you put in, it doesn't matter what country you target. So you take your best winning creative, you put it in a ad set all by itself, no interest targeting, no gender or age targeting. You take the top 5 countries, and if you guys didn't know this, Facebook performs the best when you go broad. So when you target audiences that are very, very big, whether they have 100 million, 500 million, or 1 billion people in it, Facebook sees that as a gold mine. So they're going to be able to go out there and find your potential customers. And the cool thing about this is that you can scale to the moon with this. You don't need to change out your creatives at all. You don't get ad or audience fatigue. So you can run these ads for months on end. And I've heard people even run them for 6 months and still being profitable without even changing out the creatives. And the cool thing about TikTok ads is that it's a complete carbon copy of Facebook ads, but I really think TikTok ads is going to be the next biggest opportunity after Facebook. Like, there is a handful of brands out there that specifically only sell on TikTok and do it all organically, so their profit margins are really high up because they don't have any ad spend at all. And I'm actually going to go ahead and show you guys a couple of brands that have been able to do this. I'm going to be showing you guys a couple stores here that have actually done very, very well just advertising their product on TikTok, uploading videos with their iPhone, and have gone viral. So this first store is Shower Case, and I actually didn't know that this brand was doing this well with this product, but they have over 400,000 followers, and you guys can see that all the product is a phone case for your shower, and each one of their videos gets a decent amount of views. Like this one has 200,000, this one has 8.2 million, and you can literally make these videos within a couple minutes, and then within the next couple days they can go viral. So you guys can sort of see the power of TikTok and having organic content on here. You can see that they sell a wide variety of products, and nothing about this store is out of this world. It looks like a very basic dropshipping store. So I'm going to go ahead and take their link to see exactly how much they're making. And you guys can see that their estimated revenue is $37,000 to $45,000 each and every single month. And you have to understand that this store is specifically doing organic traffic on the TikTok platform. I haven't seen any sponsored ads by them. So that means that their profit margins are probably 50% or higher of this estimated revenue, which is absolutely insane in the dropshipping world. And then another product brand that I found is Juice LEDs, and they sell the infamous Galaxy projector. And as you guys can tell, these products that we're looking at previously and are at the moment winning products on Facebook, and they're kind of saturated on the Facebook platform, but people have taken these products, moved them over to TikTok, and they're doing very, very well. And you can see here that a couple of their videos have already gone viral, 3.6 million views, 4.7 million views. A very simple, straight to the point website as well. You could probably get this done within like an hour or so. And they make anywhere from $23,000 to $28,000. And like I said, since this is all organic traffic, these guys are making at least 50% margins on each one of these purchases. So even if you're getting the product for $20 to $30 or so and you're selling it for $50 on TikTok, it's different because number one, you're not using any ad cost. So even if you're getting the product for $20 to $30, selling it for $50, you're still going to have a decent margin to work with as opposed to Facebook. So really, if you guys are getting into dropshipping and don't have that big of a budget, I highly recommend that you guys jump into TikTok ads, or simply just creating an account on TikTok for your product, getting a phone, as long as it has a good camera on it, filming the product and uploading consistently using trendy music or trendy skits that are currently doing very well on TikTok, and then you can watch your account go viral and have people purchase this product. So anytime that I create a store, it's going to be on Shopify, and they have a 14-day free trial. And once you go on AliExpress where you can get your content, you can use this Ali downloader tool, and it'll actually download all the different images and videos that you guys can be using. So going back to the Shopify store, the first thing that you guys want to do is add a product. And like I said, you can use the pictures that you find on Ali or on Alibaba. You just have to make sure that they're HD and they aren't blurry or anything when you have the final product of your store. And usually what I like doing for the first couple sentences in the description is just having some sort of imagined statement. So, imagine coming into a room that's a completely different universe or galaxy, and just something to captivate the customer when they land on your page, so they immediately see that sentence and they're going to be able to relate to it. And then I'll put 3 different bullet points of free shipping, premium quality, and then also a 30-day guarantee if that's what you offer on your store. And you can see here, I just used an image that I found on AliExpress. And then I'm going over to the themes. You guys can use Brooklyn, Debut. Those are completely free, and they have a big list of free themes that you guys can use. And I don't really recommend you guys, you don't have to pay for themes if you don't want to. Turbo theme is really good as well. But these free themes that they offer you are going to be just as good in the beginning, and their conversion rates are going to be good as well. So here I just used Brooklyn theme. And then here you can see I created my logo inside of Canva, which is also a very good tool that I recommend. It's completely free as well, and you can create logos on here, infographics, edit different pictures, take out backgrounds. So it's very, very useful. And then when we go to the homepage, you guys can see that the first thing that I'm going to be working on is putting the actual logo. And one thing you do have to pay attention to is that when you have your logo on this page, and depending on what picture you use in the background, it's either going to be dimmed or it's not going to look right. So you have to colorize your logo to your store, according to your store. Since this is a product that is mainly white and purple, you have to colorize your logo to sort of match that. You want to have a congruency on your store with your products, your ads. And then as far as the background, you guys can just use a simple free image that they have on here, or you can just create one on Canva pretty quickly with the product. It's up to you guys. And you can see I've worked on a couple of them here, and you really just have to test to see which one looks the best on your store. Can't really see the logo here, but there is a feature where you can change the positioning of the image. That way a certain part of it isn't cut off. And then here you can talk about your brand as well. Just keep it short and sweet. And then you don't need this collection list right here, so get rid of that, get rid of that. And then you don't need to have, you can either choose to have your product listed on the home page, or you can have a how it works section, or where you talk about the product and then have a link to the product in that specific section. So going on to the product page, all I'm doing here is just matching up the theme colors with the product store overall. And the main theme colors of the store would be purple, black, and white. So those are things that you want to keep congruent throughout the whole process. And then right here, you guys can see I added to the description as well. The main things that you want it to be talking about is the benefits, how it works, who it's for, and you want to keep it short and sweet. You do have to understand that most people, when they see your video ad and they go onto your website, they're all going to be decided whether or not they want to purchase the product. So that's why I always say that the creative is the most important thing. That's going to be what determines, that's going to be what really determines if they purchase or not. Sure, you can have an amazing store and stuff like that, but your creative is by far the most important. But here you just want to have the main benefits of your product as to why somebody would want to purchase this. I always see people try to list out all the different wattages, the dimensions, and you don't need all that stuff clumped up on your store with all these random images and stuff and paragraphs. That's just going to decrease your conversion rate. Just go straight to the point, a couple sentences per bullet point. That way you're not confusing anybody when they land on your store. And like I was mentioning earlier, I didn't really use the images that I filmed with my phone for this specific store because they didn't turn out that great, and sometimes that's going to happen. And then here I'm just finishing up how it worked, and then that's actually an image that I took using my iPhone and that light box. And then down at the bottom here, you want to put your guarantee or some type of guarantee. That way the customer is going to have an extra assurance that purchasing from your store is not like a scam or anything like that. So you can have it as little as 2 weeks or a week. And that way the customer is going to be assured that if the product comes all messed up or just don't want it, they can always message you and find a solution to it. Now, obviously, if you want to have a guarantee like this, you do have to have terms like, hey, you have to have a trial period. That's usually what a lot of brands do. That way people just can't be like, oh, I want to return it right away and get my money back. And then once you do all that, you want to publish it for that theme. And then you guys can see here, I have the product page. It looks pretty simple and straight to the point, which is what you want. And right here, I added another image. You can see it stacked like that. You don't really want that on your store, so I kept it to the thumbnail type of photos. So what I usually like doing is sending the product over to myself, and I actually get some lighting equipment to film, and this stuff is actually not expensive at all. So you guys can see here, and I probably spent in total $50 for all of these. And obviously you want to have a phone that has a good camera as well. Like this phone that I have here is a iPhone X, and I spent around $200 to $300 for it, but it's definitely worth it in the long run. But all I basically just use this for is to create custom content for your website, so you can upload photos and stuff like that. And I mean, you guys don't have to do that in the beginning. You can just use AliExpress content as well. That's up to you guys. All right, you guys, so for this next topic, we're going to be talking about creating a video ad for TikTok or for Facebook. And the tool that I'm using here is InShot, which is a completely free video editing tool that I highly recommend that you guys use. And you can use it on Android or on Apple. So it's very convenient and it's very simple as well. It reminds me a lot of Canva. But as you guys can see here, I have content that I filmed with my iPhone, and it's a iPhone X. I filmed in 4K and 60 FPS with the basic lighting that I showed you earlier. And the first thing that I work on when I'm creating these ads is the scroll stopper. It's basically broken down into 3 sections: the scroll stopper, what gets people's attention; the ad body, talking about the benefits, why somebody should buy it; and then finally the call to action, which is where you're telling a customer to click the link in the video where they will be directed to your website. And the cool thing about this tool as well is that you can format it for TikTok or for Facebook. And right now I'm just using the TikTok format, which is 9:16. And this form of video type you can use for either Facebook or TikTok as well. And the cool thing about TikTok is that you can create video ads within a couple minutes. Like, this whole entire video took me around 10 minutes or so, and that's from editing start to finish, which is pretty cool, as opposed to like Facebook ads. I'm sure you guys have ran them before. It's hard to like gather content and bring it all together and make it look pretty professional. So that's what I really love about TikTok. It's very organic, and you can just take your phone, start filming, and get tons of videos out within a short period of time. But overall, what I do is I try to consolidate everything. I'll take out clips that are taking too long. I'll speed up certain ones, like the unboxing here. And what I've noticed also on Facebook now is that a lot of people are taking TikTok content or TikTok formatted content and putting it on Facebook in forms of reviews, and using it as retargeting, which seems to be working very, very well. People really like those types of unboxing videos showing products that have a very cool wow factor and get people's attention right away. And what I've noticed a lot is that for scroll stoppers, what seems to work is just taking the product and placing it right in front of the camera very quickly, and that gets people interested right away, especially if you have like a captivating text like, well, this is a crazy device, or like in this video ad that I'm creating now, this is the Galaxy Pro. And people are going to be curious when they see something like that because it catches their attention right away, as opposed to just boringly showing the product on the screen. It's just all these small things that sort of add up at the end of the day that'll get people to continue to watch your video. And if you guys don't test enough creatives or focus on the first 3 seconds of your video, that can really make or break your business. Like, it'll really determine whether you make $0 or thousands of dollars down the road. I've even tested products where the first couple seconds of the video has nothing to do with the actual product. Like, it doesn't show the product at all, but it catches people's attention enough to where they stick and watch the whole video. And Facebook and TikTok love that. They like watch time for videos, and they promote your videos when that happens. So it's going to get in front of more eyes, which means your costs are going to go lower. People are going to go on your website more, which is going to lead into more conversions. And then as far as like the text as well that you see me editing in this whole video, everything needs to be congruent. And I mentioned this in like all my videos. You want everything to match up. So this purple that I have in my videos is going to be something similar that's going to be on the website, and then also similar to something that the product has. So like and I'm sure you guys have seen, all over Facebook and TikTok, people advertising this Galaxy projector. It's mainly a purple theme to it, and that's what you want to keep consistent throughout all your ads. It's going to increase your conversion rate, and your customers are just going to have more of a brand feel when they land on your website. But other than that, I'm going to let you guys watch the rest of the video to see exactly what I'm doing. And then one thing I wanted to mention as well, if you guys are using TikTok, you definitely want to use trendy content and music as well. That's trendy at the moment. As far as Facebook, you don't really have to do that. People don't care what type of music that you put in your videos, but if you use certain music in your TikTok ads, that's going to catch people's attention right away. The only downside about TikTok ads is that you have to have new creatives in every couple weeks or so, and that's mainly because there's new trends all the time, and you have to keep up with those in order to stay relevant, in order for your ads to do well. And I've seen people even mention this before, that they've taken the same video and tested it with 2 different types of songs, and one video does exponentially better than the other one, mainly because they're using a trendy song. And that's really all TikTok is just trendy content that sticks and that converts. So I'm going to let you guys watch the rest of this video, and then we're going to watch the end product. hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and make sure you like down below and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.